Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? It's PHOENIXSTAR9, and tonight we have a special guest. We got my boy Diggz Sentences tonight, and we will be interviewing him about his past projects, upcoming projects, and we'll also be playing some music from him. So, Diggz, if you're on the line, go ahead and press 1 so we can get you started with us. But we're definitely looking forward to speaking with him tonight, guys. So I hope you all enjoy the interview tonight. I'm going to be opening up the chat room as well, so that, those of you that are online listening, you guys can ask questions, you guys can, leave a comment, and we'll definitely get that to him. So that is opening up, and I think we got him on the line right now. But before I bring him on, let me give you guys just a little bit of information. Our boy Diggz Sentences is a Delaware native. He's actually done work with live bands as well as, regular traditional hip-hop DJs. So we're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all that because we got him on now. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my boy Diggz Sentences. Yo, yeah? I don't know if we got him. Let me check, see what's going on. Diggz, hello? All right, I don't know if he's got us on mute or what, but hopefully we'll get him on soon. So just hold on. All right, so while we're waiting, what I want to do is let's go ahead and take you to a small commercial break while we wait.
Artists, producers, DJs, poets, writers, musicians, and businesses. Are you looking for a one-stop shop for promotions? Then look no further. PHOENIXSTAR9online.com is your go-to source with everything from interviews, reviews, site features, Twitter and email blasts, and more. Don't miss out today. Go to PHOENIXSTAR9online.com. That's PHOENIXSTAR, the number 9, online.com, or call 843-564-8675. Your source for promotions, PHOENIXSTAR9online.com. This ad was sponsored by Lovely Inks and Links, handmade arts, crafts, jewelry, and poetry.
All right. So we're back. I think we got him back on the line. Diggz, if that's you, go ahead and press 1, and we can try to get you back on here so we can get it kicked off. Testing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, man? I got you. I can hear you.
Thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. It's been long overdue anyway. It's been long overdue. So I'm glad to have you take your time out.
As much as I want to say that, I'll keep it to myself. I got to give you respect, though, because you're doing your thing. I see you in my news feed every day, and I really appreciate the stuff you put out to people. You're a real respectful, positive person. You love real hip-hop, and I got to give you props because I'm very happy to be affiliated.
Oh man, me too. I got a hold to some music from you as well, and my boy, when Dell put me on and everything, I was like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Because I get a lot of people hit me up with their music and stuff, so I'm very picky, you know what I'm saying? So when I got your music, it was really positive, you know what I mean? It wasn't no run-of-the-mill hip-hop that I get, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no whole lot of negative talk, you know what I mean? It wasn't negative talk at all. It was just realness, and it was like, takes you back to the roots. So I appreciate you putting out music like that.
Thank you. That's really what I'm trying to aim at, because I've been writing for over 20 years, recording for almost 20, and it's like, where the hip-hop game is right now, I'm not disrespecting anybody who's out there doing their thing, because that's what we got to do. But we have to do better. That's all I got to say. And that's what I'm trying to do.
You said that's all you got to say about it. We got to do better.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. Let's do better. Okay. We're going to dig into that. We're going to dig into that a little bit. But just to start with, you know, what made you say this is what I want to do? Like, I want to do music. And when did you decide that, hey, this is what I want to do?
I'm happy you asked me that. I've been listening to rap religiously to the point where I've memorized every word in a song since I was like 6, 7, 8 years old. And I could do it until I was a sophomore in high school. That's when I started writing in class instead of doing classwork. And unfortunately, I started failing all my classes. But I was really proud of the stuff that I was writing in my notebook. And I got to give a shout-out to one person. His name is Suleiman Smith. He went by the name Mizike. This was like 1994. He was from Southbridge, Wilmington, out here in Delaware. And he had raps that he was spitting in class, and I sat right next to him. And I was like, man, that's hot. And he's really the sole person who started me writing raps.
Wow. So,
yeah,
you started doing that.
Back for me to
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but he probably wouldn't even expect for me to mention his name. He probably don't even remember who I am, but he was the sole reason why I started writing.
But you'd be surprised, though, I think, you know what I'm saying, what people remember. But that's dope, you know, that he had an impact on you like that. A lot of people, they kind of give it up. A lot of people don't even get that far. You know what I mean? They might do it, like, when they're in school. And, you know, that might be something they do, but they don't really take it. You know what I mean? They don't really take it as far as you took it. I'll put it like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really do it like that. So you got to give yourself some props, too, man. But that's dope. Okay.
I respect that. Thank you.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. Now, you're from Delaware originally, right? Born and raised, and you're still in Delaware?
No.
Okay.
I was actually born in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Then I moved to Elkton, Maryland, to Elkton. I love Elkton. You know, a lot of people give it bad clouds over its head, but I love Elkton.
Okay.
North Carolina, my life is great. But
hello?
So,
okay, I'm sorry. You went in and out. You went out for just a second. I couldn't hear you. But go ahead. I can hear you now.
Yeah, I moved to Delaware when I was 12. So that's pretty much why I say that I'm from Delaware, because I pretty much went through all the growing, especially in hip-hop, here in the first state.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, I guess that's what happens sometimes whenever if I was born somewhere, you know what I'm saying, and then I was living someplace, like, from the time I was 12 or so, I probably, you know, when I was conscious enough to remember, you know what I'm saying, then I probably grew up that too. So I get that. But, okay, so do you ever go back to North Carolina anytime or, you know, or to Maryland?
Yeah, I went to North Carolina every summer after I left there until I was 15. And I've been back there a couple times since then. But Elkton is pretty much right over the line. It's literally a 15-minute drive. And I got a lot of family there, especially my brother and my sister-in-law, you know what I mean, my cousins, shout out to all them. So I travel over the line, hang out pretty much weekly.
Wow. Okay. Now, what's the music scene like? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Delaware is a convenient spot because we have Baltimore, New York, Philly, you know what I mean? Everything is so close by. D.C. Delaware is like the epicenter of places to travel to, hot places, if I will.
I'm thinking because I know I think my oldest sister, I don't know if she was born in Delaware or if she was born in Maryland, or New Jersey, I can't remember. But like from what you said, like you just said, Delaware seems to be like right, between all of those in terms of like distance-wise. So that's dope. So you're able to, you feel like you're able to kind of go different places, you know what I'm saying, in terms of like performance. Is it easier for you to get to performance or have more opportunities by being where you are?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely easy to get into the mix out here. You got the Philly scene right up the road, 45 minutes away. Then you got the Baltimore scene like a little less than twice as long as that, and New York, I mean, that's where it all began, and that's a 2.5-hour ride. So I'm happy to be where I am. It's a cool little town. I dig it.
Okay. Now, why should people give your music a listen? What do you think makes your music different than all the other stuff? Because I know what makes it different, but I want to know what you feel like makes it different.
I appreciate you saying that, too. You got me smiling over here. But, If I could say anything, I would say I'm trying to reach the people. Like, hip-hop nowadays, I don't even want to generalize, but a lot of stuff that is in the forefront, if I could say that, it's just, it's geared towards, let me just
you got to think about it, okay.
Yeah, I have to think about it. I like to think before I speak. But, I don't know, man. It's just, it seems like there's so many people not getting it that you would think that we would have to do something better within it for people to get it. Because it started out being a way for us to convey our message to the public. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I grew up okay. My parents had good jobs, whatever. We in a nice neighborhood through high school, whatever, but we struggled to get there. They struggled to get there. I can't even say we contributing to build and whatnot, but it's different nowadays. It's like, yo, you gotta floss. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. And the people without suffer. I'm rhyming for the people without. I'm like, yo, you have a voice that needs to be heard, and I'm trying to say something that clicks to you without cursing, calling women B's and H's and all this stuff, and without making myself look like the ignorant person that this media and society might portray me as. You got to let people know that you have things going on upstairs if you do, because if you're dumbed down, that's the way the world is going to treat you, and you're going to end up dumbed down. I hate to go off on a little rant like that, but I mean, I'm real passionate. Because us as black men, number one, goodness gracious, it's like Public Enemy number one. And we really have to let this world and society know we are way more than what is put out about us. You got to dig deep to understand that we are not generalized. And if you generalize us, you're shortchanging yourself because you're not investing in what we are.
That's
but I get on my militant tip every now and then, but I try not to bring it into the whole music spectrum.
No, but check it out though, because you mentioned some things that were really relevant, and I have a quote that I would like to get your opinion on. So because it's kind of in the same vein of what you were just talking about. Now, there was a quote from Chuck D, where he was saying the key for the record companies is to just keep making more and more stars and make the ones who actually challenge our way of life irrelevant. And he also went on to say, people say, I need to be entertained to get me out of this stress-filled zone. Well, the MFers that are putting the stress in your zone are the same MFers who have created these images of celebrities to get you off that. So you go from one spot you're trying to get away from into one spot that really isn't giving you anything. So I want to know what your take is on that quote.
Yo, first of all, my first take on that is I love Chuck Diggz. My first concert ever was Public Enemy at Powerhouse in Philly in 1991 with Leaders of the New School, MC Light. I really feel like BDP was there, but I can't remember because it was so long ago. But to keep going on that quote, man, that is hard right there. And that's what people need to know. And you know what else? I really think that's a reason why a lot of these independent artists who aren't on labels are shining.
Mm-hmm.
It's, wow. I hope I get to the point where I understand that part of the business as, you know, experience, where I'm like, yo, I've been through this or that, or I've seen this and that, and I understand. Because you know me, I'm a little guy. I'm trying to get my spot right now. But, yeah, man, there's a lot of heavy players out there who are doing people wrong and putting you up and making you an image instead of investing what you bring to the craft. And to me, the most important thing is what you write on that paper that comes from your brain and put into the craft. Like, you can sit there and go to a studio and record this and that, and this track sounds like this and that and whatever. But until you really invest yourself in each track and each verse, then you're not doing anybody favors except the guy out there, which Chuck D spoke about, who is all about making an image and exploiting this and that and continuing the effery, without me cursing on your show, that's going on in the game today. And the fact that people don't see it so clearly as it is portrayed is mind-boggling to me. It's like, man, I don't even want to say that reality show's name, but it's like, yo, reality nowadays, man, keeping up with the Barblashians and whatnot.
Just Barblashians. Okay.
Everything but so. We need to take it back to just conveying what's going on within our communities and stuff so we can uplift it. Nowadays, rappers are conveying what's going on in our communities, but it's coming from a position of we're glamorizing it. And, oh, man, I can't even get into it. I'm very passionate about it. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
To answer your question, that's why I rap the way I do. I used to be the guy rhyming that had the N-word in every other word, and I would be talking about money that I didn't have and the cars I wanted and stuff. That was back in, like, the mid to late 90s, and I had to grow from that, and so many other rappers do.
Now, did you have any type of records in particular that you feel changed your way of thinking or challenged you in any way that like, now you probably feel like are classics, like any hip-hop album?
Wow, I'm glad you asked me that, too. My favorite song is the Stillmatic intro. You know what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about.
Not so much, because, you know, me and Nas, we get along, but we don't always get along. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's my dude sometimes.
But the way he attacked that song. Another one is, like, Fabulous Breeze. I love the entire Little Brother catalog more than almost every song that I've heard on the radio these past 3 years. You know what I mean? I am all about, like, people just putting it down instead of putting it out. You got to put it down. And pardon me, there sounds in the background because I am driving right now. But I just wanted to make sure I was intimate with you in the car by myself, you know, and the listeners. I appreciate this opportunity, so I'm taking it very seriously.
Oh, I know. You know, I didn't even hear anything in the background. I didn't hear nothing, so you was good. You good. But, you know, you named some good things. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Put out Jay-Z. Okay, Mos Def is my favorite MC ever. That's just my personal flavor that I like. I will wholeheartedly admit up and down all day that, to me, Jay-Z is the most successful rapper, the biggest rapper that has come out. I mean, I know NWA did their thing and came and changed the game, but to me, Jay-Z has more things that he has said that hit my heart and have a brother, like, choke up sometimes, like, damn, I've been through that. You know what I mean? So I give him that respect all day. As far as albums, the Low End Theory, I gotta give a big shout out to Obi Trice with the album Cheers. That was something me and my friend who actually killed himself, we listened to that album over and over and over and over again, and I give him respect for that. There's so many obscure hip-hop projects that I love and appreciate. Like, one of my favorite songs ever, Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity. Like, that song plays in my head on autopilot at least a whole week out of every month. You know what I mean? I can't get it out.
Yeah, on autopilot.
For real. Man, there's so much. Everything Rakim ever touched, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a Rakim fan, too.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Just a quick question. What's your favorite hip-hop album of all time?
Probably would be Lupe Fiasco's, Food and Liquor. That's like my favorite so far, right? I think that's one that I can always listen to, Food and Liquor.
That's what's up. You're going to make me go listen to it.
I'm telling you, like, that's the one I know, like, for the most part, I could play that almost the whole album. You know what I mean? Almost the whole album. Like, that had a lot of classics on it because they made me feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you can get an album, especially a hip-hop album, that can make me feel, then, you know, I think I have to put that, like, in my top 5 hip-hop albums of all time. So that's like, my favorite. That's my favorite.
I respect it. A lot of people tell me that I remind them of a Lupe, and I'm honest. I have listened to a couple of his pieces, but I never really delved into his works like that. Now you want to.
Well, you know, I don't know. I guess maybe when people tell you things like you remind them of people, sometimes I notice with people, they don't like to listen to another artist that may sound like them or listen to somebody else who's doing what they do because they feel like they may listen to it and somehow recreate that same work. I don't know if that's the same for you. Like, a lot of times people say they don't listen to other artists, or rappers or artists, period, say they don't listen to other artists because, you know, they don't want to have it, I guess, kind of seep into what they're doing so much where it's like they're kind of copying it. I don't know if that's right with you, though.
The funny thing about that is a lot of times when not every time, but a lot of times when I'm writing verses, like somebody throw a beat to me and be like, yo, this is the topic, boom, 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 boom. and then I'll start writing something, and I don't know if I can explain this, but when I'm writing, sometimes I hear other rappers reciting what I'm going over in my head. So, like, I might be writing something like, yeah, I'm on PHOENIXSTAR9 interview, but in my head, I hear it as Jay-Z or Jada Kiss is saying it.
Right.
It all depends on what the beat is. And that makes her my words and choose the right ones. It's weird. I don't think I can really explain it the way that I feel it, but it's on the same line with what you were saying. When you feel an album, you just know that that's the one.
Right,
or
right.
When you know? Yeah, I'm with that.
Yep. So I tell you what we're gonna do right now, though. I have a few records from you, but I want to play the live and direct. So what I want you to do is I want you to introduce that record.
Right now?
Yeah, right now, we're about to play that.
All right, we got this track I did with my man Geronimo from Wave Lab Studios in Wilmington, Delaware. He produced the track. I went in, we laid it down in like 45 minutes. This is called Live and Direct, and I really hope you like it.
Here we go.
When did I ever refuse an accommodation? I hope that we can come here and reason together.
Yeah.
And as a reasonable man, I'm going to do whatever's necessary to
Geronimo.
find a peaceful solution to this problem.
Live at Wave Lab Studios. Diggz sentences. That's how we get down. Yeah.
Yo, they say the stone that the builder refused will always be the head. So I got some news, dudes. It's a rap like pita bread. My mojo was never dependent on street cred. No, it's my dojo. I teach, I'd rather lead instead. The game's all in me. You can see it all in me. It's a perfect picture. Pablo Picasso lyrically. I die, you'll be hearing me spiritually. Like all my people resting in peace, I hear you so clearly. I'm subtly groundbreaking, destroying barriers that blind us from a brighter vision and bigger position. And like the scope for yours, no matter the course of acquisition. And open doors lead to picket fences, granite kitchens. I bless beats and throw a hex on heathens. Producers show respect, Diggz, fresh all seasons. Who the best? These kids ain't even seasoned. Battle rap's the right classic, he ain't even. It's no Crowley with Phil. I put them on tracks like paint to canvas, Sal Dolly with skills. Any chump trying to challenge me, you'll probably feel. That's why I let them go first while I plot on the kill. Talking this, talking that, talking about they the real. My turn, let the lion out and hop on the meal. Bringing rainy days to your sunshine, I'll shower you, cause the clock's ticking fast, so I watch what the hours do. I'm heat like the Vegas Strip. Paint beautiful stanzas on a musical canvas. See, I'm great with the gift and never play with the spit. See, I'm a vet like Raj Clemens, rocket all day with the pitch. Yeah.
Much as he was on his power. And all his skills. I think never get so far. It's so unfortunate. It's so unnecessary.
Yo, so that was our boy Diggz sentences with live and direct, and we got Diggz back, I believe.
Yeah.
You're back with us. Word. Okay. Oh, that track was nice. It was nice. I got a question about it.
Okay.
You mentioned battle rappers, or just battle rapping, period. Now, do you find yourself as a fan of any of the battle rappers, or are you kind of like off of that?
Yo, you know what's funny about that? Actually entered a battle rap. I entered a battle. I used to be the cat who would freestyle at parties. Cats would get me to freestyle. I could go forever. You know what I mean? Battle rapping is not, because I want to say everything I want to say and be able to say it with no filters at all. And to me, when you battle, it should come off top of the head. You shouldn't be spitting written stuff when you're rapping. And the whole freestyle aspect to me, I love freestyling. It is a piece of the nucleus of rap. But if you really want to say everything you want to say and get your word out to the people the way it is, you're never going to do better than you will if you write it down and rehearse it. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. And you can tell that Rakim, since we both love him, is an amazing writer. You know, and I really appreciate that. I love, like, Langston Hughes and Oscar Wilde, and, you know, I'm really passionate about the English language. My 11th grade English teacher, Miss Sally Cornell, is still one of my biggest heroes because she's the one who made me invest in the written word. So that's what I respect.
Okay. Now, I'll say this about battle rapping, because you made an excellent point, and I can't believe that I wasn't thinking about this. I remember when people that did battle, they were actually freestyling. They were actually freestyling. Yeah. So the whole concept of, like, seeing cats with, not with notebooks except for cannabis that time, but of knowing that people wrote their raps out and, you know, it wasn't freestyle, you know, that itself made me feel like, okay, I don't know if I like this. But then they got entertaining. You know what I mean? It got entertaining outside of people that just want to use the gun bars and stuff, and, you know, kind of off it. So, you know, now I'm kind of becoming a fan of battle rap again, even though it's not how it used to be. So you made an excellent point there, definitely.
I actually saw a great battle on Facebook the other day that I really liked. So I'm not a hater. I don't have no problem with it, but it's just something that I wouldn't do these days.
Well, I can understand that though. You know, I can definitely understand that. Now, I have another question for you. Now, the name Diggz Sentences. You got to tell us where that came from.
All right. It was Shay Diggz. Because my government name, I'm going to say this on the radio, is Shenard Wesley. So I've been known as Shay ever since I was 3 years old. So then during high school, some friends of mine start calling me Shay Diggz, Shay Diggity, Diggz, Diggity, Diggeramus, all this. So I started rapping. I was like, okay, Shay Diggz is going to be my rap name. But my name, Shay, is spelled S-H-E-A. And I found that there's a DJ or some other artist out there that goes by Shay Diggz. And I'm like, all right, fine. They had it before me. It's cool. They can have their name. I ain't sweating it. So then I was like, okay, Diggz, I want to keep it Diggz. What do I dig? Sentences. Yeah, I dig sentences. So Diggz sentences.
Okay.
There it is.
That's how it came. There it is. All right. Nothing like finding out somebody else is using the name you're using to like make you have to go back to the drawing board.
Can I say something real quick off the record? Your southern accent is amazing. It's good for me to hear it. I love it. You live in Tennessee, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Oh.
I'm over here in South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. South Carolina. My bad. I knew it was down south. My brother lives in Greenville.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Simpsonsville from Greenville, but it's in the same 20-minute radius, so.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Well, I tell you what. Thank you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, the other thing that I need to know from you, because I know you've been doing, live performances, and just really been doing your thing. What's been the hardest part of being an artist to you? Like, what's been the most challenging thing about that?
You asked the greatest question. The worst part about it all is when you have 1,015 friends on Facebook. Then you have an artist page and only 295 people like your artist page. Like, everybody comes up to me on the street and is like, yo, your raps are ridiculous. They always have been, blah, blah, blah. I'm so glad you're doing your thing. Save me the small talk and like my page.
That's
For
it.
real.
That's all.
When,
you're right.
and you hear it and you like it, hit that little thumbs up button or a comment or something, because it's never going to happen if that doesn't happen. Like, I'm sitting here struggling, working, giving my all, like going super hard with these verses. Like, sometimes it takes me a month to write a verse, but when I finish it, it's hot. And there's no need for proofreading or fixing or whatever, because I make sure when I go in, I go in. So I'm just, I say that the hardest part is getting people that loved you as a friend to support you as an artist.
Wow, you said a mouthful. I find that even, with the blog and with the show, finding that type of support, you know what I mean, from people. Just like you said, you have all these friends on Facebook, but nobody, and I know I've sent out invites to people like my page. And, it's like half of those people are people that, I feel like I talked to or I have talked to a while. And, they haven't liked it yet. I mean, it's important to me, but it's like maybe petty to them, but it's important. You know what I mean? Like, just to show your support, that you actually like this. You know what I'm saying? Just show that support. So I know how that can be. It seems like you don't really get that type of support from people who really know you sometimes. You know what I mean? Which is sad. Really sad. Wow. Now, tell us about, like, your upcoming projects. I know you have a lot going on. You're also going to be having a Go ahead. I'm going to let you speak. Go ahead.
And you might be happy to know, me and Del were talking earlier today, and I got 3 beats off him last night, and I have 3 other ones from some that he gave me before, so we're doing an EP.
Wow, okay.
I'm also doing an EP with this amazing producer from Italy named Soul Basement. He plays all his... He does not sample. I love the sampling game, so don't make me out to be the guy who's like, when it's not real hip-hop. I love sampling, and it is real hip-hop. You just got to know how to...
That's where it started. People don't know, like, that's what happened. They sampled everything.
So I have this new project coming out called the Lyrically Jazz Hop. No, that's not right. It's called the something Jazz Hop Lyrically Skilled EP.
Wait, the Urban Jazz Lyrically Skilled EP, right? Okay. Yeah, yeah. You got a lot. You got a lot happening. I just wanted you to know.
The single Think is out right now. It's on YouTube. And I was really surprised to see we got like 5,300 plays in 4 days. I was really happy with that.
Wow.
I also have my new project, Diction Decor, coming out. I'm going to release that in January, and I have 6 songs done right now. I've got DJ Payne 1 producing for me. I got Del Connect, DJ Met, Marchitect, Z Lyrical, Zeke P from out here. It's me coming out as, yo, this ain't gonna be no sophomore slump. That's exactly what I said to myself. there's no way it's going to be a slump. It's going to be better than the first.
Okay.
I'm shooting a video for the song Lunch Tables. That's on the album Genesis of Renaissance right now. That song is getting so many fans right now. I got people from age 8 to 68 coming up to me talking about, I love that song, how you put Oscar the Grouch in there. Shout to DJ Mac for that awesome beat. I'm just trying to stay busy and keep on this grind because I know that if I stop or if I slow down, then it's just not going to be a good thing. I got to keep going.
No, you can't stop. You know, you can't stop. That would be, I don't know. I don't think we would, I don't know if we need to be friends if you stop. I'm just letting you know. Okay? Friendship would be over. Friendship will be done. Nah, but I know you won't give up. So, you know, I know I'm secure with that. Now, before we go, you know, and I hope to have you back on, even if it's just to get your commentary, you know, on different things that's happening, you know, and also if you ever have anything else that you would like to promote, or whenever everything else, you know, you got to come back. Like, you've got to come back. Yep. Just hit me up, and I got you. But before we go ahead, I'm sorry.
This ain't about me, it's about you. I love your show. I love your personality. You're such an approachable person in this industry full of people who are noses in the air with their martini in their hand, turning their neck at you so quick that they get whiplash. You know what I mean? You're a real down-to-earth person, and I respect you. I will do anything on your show. We can come review other artists' material, whatever. You let me know. I'm down for you.
Oh, man, okay. That made me feel all special. All right. Expect an invite soon. But before we go, you know, I know you were saying you had a lot going on, so I know you have that dropping. And you also tell us about, well, you know, we don't really have that much time left, but I know you have Diction Decor. That's coming in 2016, correct?
Man. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I thought I lost you for a second and got real quiet. All right, cool. And people can follow you at @sdiggz, and that's on Twitter. You have Instagram as well, or just the Twitter?
My Instagram is also at @sdiggz, and I haven't been that frequent on it, but I'm getting better, and I know that it's something that I need to do, so I'm on it.
Okay, cool. Well, again, before we go, you know, this is your moment. You have about a minute to, you know, give out your shout-outs and anything else you'd like to, you know, let the people know. This is your time.
Well, first, I'd like to give a shout-out to you for investing in what you have. I'd like to give a shout-out to my #1 ace in the hole, Del Connect, for being by me since the year 1999, creating music when we had nothing, and just bringing it to where it is now. It's a beautiful thing. I'd like to give a shout-out to You Heard Records, Marchitect, DJ Sleepy, Joe Worm, for also investing and believing in me and putting this project, Genesis of Renaissance, together. Shout out to Wonderland Records and Studios for letting me record it there and doing I won't even say it, but they did some tricks with the mastering on the analog tip that sounded beautiful. Thanks to all my supporters and fans on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be, Delaware as a whole, man. Love everybody. And I'm going to end it off right there. Oh, one more. I got to give a special to my homeboys Eno Roberts and Tyler Chisholm for being the first people to ever get me in a studio recording back in 1997. That's how far we go.
Okay.
Some of y'all elementary school, whenever we was in the studio.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it to cut us off, but you know, I'm gonna have to get out of here because it'll cut right off on us. But thank you so much for coming on, and it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to have you back. I hope you have a wonderful week.
I'll be back.